Celebrate with me what I have shaped into a kind of life. I had no model. Born in Babylon, both non-white and woman. What did I see to be except myself? I made it up here on this bridge between starshine and clay. My one hand holding tight my other hand. Come, celebrate with me that every day something has tried to kill me and has failed.
As sweet can be. She got eyes of baby blue, makes my gun shoot straight and true. Going up to Cripple Creek, going in a run, going up to Cripple Creek, have a little fun. Going up to Cripple Creek, going in a whirl, going up to Cripple Creek, see my girl. Cripple Creek's deep. Wait, oh, Cripple Creek, for I sleep. Roll my britches up to my knees. Wait, oh, Cripple Creek, as I please. Going up to Cripple Creek, going in a run. Going up to Cripple Creek, have a little fun. Going up to Cripple Creek, going in a whirl. Going up to Cripple Creek, see my girl. Welcome everyone to the Community Church of New York. We are a multicultural, multiracial, multi-generational, multilingual, multi-religious community in the heart of Manhattan, and everyone is welcome here. We have restrooms in the narthex. If you feel the need to get up and dance, you are absolutely invited. If you feel the need to scream and cry, know that you are not alone. Thank you, Quincy. We accept everyone for who they are and what they have to bring to service today. It's December 28th. This is our annual Kwanzaa service, and the name of our service is Umoja. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, then you know today is actually the third day of Kwanzaa, and our day is actually Ujima. But today we are honoring Umoja, which means unity. When we share the Kwanzaa blessings, we say habari gani, and your response is the word of the day. So I say habari gani, you say Umoja. Habari gani? Umoja. Habari gani? Umoja. Thank you for being with us. We're going to play a little bit of music, and I will explain the music later. But for now, please go ahead and open your teal hymnals, or excuse me, there's no hymnal for this next song. It's on your order of service. The song is Wondrous Love. You'll have to listen closely. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul, oh my soul? What wondrous love is this, oh my soul? What wondrous love is this that brings my heart such bliss and takes away the pain of my soul, and takes away the pain of my soul. When I was sinking down, sinking down, sinking down, when I was sinking down, sinking down, when I was sinking down beneath my sorrow's ground, friends to me gathered round, oh my soul, oh my soul. Friends to me gathered round, oh my soul. To love and to all friends I will sing, I will sing. To love and to all friends I will sing. To love and to all friends who pain and sorrows mend, with thanks until the end I will sing, I will sing. With thanks until the end I will sing.
please join me in lighting our chalice? We light the chalice, the fire that guides and unites our church, kindling the flame of love that burns at the center of our faith. The unison affirmation is printed in your bulletin. Unto the Church Universal, which is the depository of all ancient wisdom and the school of all modern thought, which recognizes in all prophets a harmony, in all scriptures a unity, and through all dispensations a continuity, which abjures all that separates and divides, and always magnifies humanity and peace, which seeks truth and freedom, justice and love, and individual discipline in social duty, and which shall make of all persons one beloved community, unto this church, and unto all its members, known and unknown throughout the world, we pledge the allegiance of our hands and hearts. Habari gani?
Umoja.
Thank you.
Yes.
What's the news? We greet each other on Sundays as part of our liturgy. We turn to our neighbor, whether stranger or old friend, and we welcome them into this, our shared space. It's our way of saying that our spiritual path is communal. It's relational, and we are in this together. Not just friendly, it's how we ground ourselves in this space with each other, ensuring that it is ours. I invite you to greet your neighbor and make a joyful noise. Yes, make a joyful noise.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Oh, I like texture. How are you? Good to see you. Good holiday.
Yes, it is good to greet one another. It is good to dance. It is good to say hello. And it's good to sit back down sometimes, too. That's all right. Now comes the time in our service when we reflect on the moment. And sometimes that is a difficult thing for us to do. We will reflect on the moment. I will ring the chime. There will be a moment of silence, and then I will lead us in a prayer that comes from a people native to my homeland, a Tewa community, that shares this particular prayer with us today. As we reflect on the moment, I would like us to consider the weather outside. It's very cold. Some of you may have friends who have no place to go. I know I do. Some of you may have friends who sleep outside. It's particularly wet and cold to do that today. Some of you may have friends who have a hard time getting here in cold weather. I know I do. And so we are smaller in number, but still mighty. Some of you may have friends dealing with different weather. I know that there are friends in California, friends in Gaza, friends in Washington State who are dealing with floods, and I have friends in Jamaica dealing with the aftermath of a terrible hurricane. We are grappling not just with nature, but with our influence on her. Today, let us consider not just what it is we have to deal with, but how we participate in the wider community in unity. Oh, our Mother Sky, oh, our Father Sky, your children are we, and with tired backs we bring you the gift of love. Come, light of light, into my heart. Come, wisdom of spirit, into my heart. Come, light of light, into my heart. Come, wisdom of spirit, into my heart. Come, light of light, into my heart. Come, wisdom of spirit, into my heart. the warp be the white light of morning. May the weft be the red of your evening. May the fringe be the falling rain. May the border be the standing rainbow. Come, light of light into my heart. Come, wisdom of spirit into my heart. Come, light of light into my heart. Come, wisdom of spirit into my heart. Weave for us a garment of brightness, that we may walk fittingly where birds sing, that we may walk fittingly where grass is green. Oh, Mother Sky, oh, Father Sky. Come, light of light into my heart. Come, wisdom of spirit into my heart. Come, light of light into my heart. Come, wisdom of spirit into my heart. We light candles in this community for our own intentions and for one another. During our candle lighting song, we will continue to sing Come Light of Lights. You're invited to join your voice however it fits. Please come light a candle with me. Come, light of light into my heart. Wisdom of spirit, come, wisdom of spirit, wisdom of spirit, light of light, wisdom of light, wisdom of spirit. Come, light of light into my heart. light us light into my heart. Come wisdom of spirit into my heart. Come light us light into my heart. Come wisdom of spirit into my heart. Come light us light into my heart. Come wisdom of spirit into my heart. Amen. Ashe. Blessed be. Now is the time of our service where we share a wisdom story. Our wisdom story today comes from Jay Hooper.
I spoke to my father, told me time had come. Worries to the side today, nowhere else to run. Take the mantle, hold it high, he said with tears in eyes. Not for me, but for yourself, go and claim your prize. Said it's time to go, and it hurt my childhood and told her to be strong. Never knew it'd be so hard to step into a dream, but with you in this heart of mine, I'll take on anything. Couldn't believe they told me I'm a warrior. I've got no armor on, but when they kept on saying I'm a warrior, I just chose to fight on and sing this battle song until this war is won, 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 won. just chose to fight on and sing this battle song until this war is won. Couldn't believe he told me I'm a warrior. I've got no armor on. They just kept on saying I'm a warrior. I chose to fight on and sing this battle song until this war is won, 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 oh, won, won, won.
I am wading deep water, trying to get home. I am wading deep water, trying to get home. I am wading deep water, wading deep water, wading deep water, trying to get home. And I am climbing high mountains, trying to get home. I am climbing high mountains, trying to get home. I am climbing high mountains, climbing high mountains, climbing high mountains, trying to get home. And I am walking deep valleys, trying to get home. I am walking deep valleys, trying to get home. I am walking deep valleys, walking deep valleys, walking deep valleys, trying to get home. I am wading deep waters, trying to get home. I am wading deep waters, trying to get home. I am wading deep waters, oh, wading deep waters. I am wading deep waters, trying to get home. And I am wading deep waters, trying to get home. I am wading deep waters, trying to get home. I am wading deep waters, wading deep waters, wading deep waters, trying to get home.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon. I'll excuse you if it's your first time for not knowing how we do things here at Community Church, but when we say good afternoon, we mean it as a blessing. We say good afternoon with intention. We say good afternoon to each other in the eye. We say good afternoon because it lifts us. We say good afternoon not just here in the space, but we say it online as well. We say it into the digital space because we lift our world with our shared intention, with our shared blessing. We believe in ourselves, amen. So we believe that when we wish someone a good afternoon, that it becomes a good afternoon for them, right? A little bit? So let's try it again. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Habari gani? Umoja. Yes, exactly. Fantastic. Amen. Beginning with this energy, with this blessing, with this intention, it's very much on purpose. It is ancient wisdom when we gather to start with energy, to start with intention, to start with blessing. This is unity today. Umoja. Say it again. Umoja. Umoja. We are all in this thing together. Amen? It is important not just for me to remember, but for you, whenever you get scared or lonely, to remember this message. We are all in this thing together, and we all get scared sometimes. We all get lonely sometimes. It is important to remember that this wisdom doesn't come from my mind, from my lips. This is ancient wisdom that is shared between all of our sources of wisdom, not just from me, that we are all in this thing together. Now let me ask you, friends, what does it mean that we are all in this thing together? What does it mean to say that we are together, that we are united? Because too often, for me, the phrase has been used to flatten our differences, to minimize or marginalize oppression, to eradicate or erase the unique perspectives and experiences of marginalized and oppressed peoples. The sentiment, we're all in this thing together, sounds a little like all lives matter sometimes. It's weaponized by the rich and powerful, by colonizers, by the undisturbed, who often remind us we are all in this thing together in order to create a false sense of peace, to quell the insurgency, to quiet the rebellion. It's used by the status quo, by those in power, to retain that power, to quiet your voice when it's not the proper time. So don't speak too loud, don't rock the boat. We must be quiet and contained and safe, because our system is fragile. Friends, this is a bad story. This is a bad story we've inherited about unity, and we've inherited a lot of bad stories. This is not what I'm talking about today. We're all in this together does not mean we are all the same, because we're not. When Dr. Maulana Karenga worked to create Kwanzaa in 1966, it was a recognition of the unique needs and perspectives of African Americans who would benefit from a particular cultural celebration, honoring our Pan-African roots. He created a tradition to instill pride among African Americans, children of the African diaspora, recognizing the stories of his time did not speak to the lived experiences of black folk, having had their history and wisdom eradicated, co-opted, insulted, systematically ignored, erased, and maligned. I am rooted in my American blackness and black traditions, and particularly today I stand upon the shoulders of giants in that tradition. But I want to begin by speaking to black people around the world joining us online. In particular, indigenous Africans, indigenous peoples everywhere, those who are not descendants of the slave trade, as well as those who are, all over the globe, who find ourselves marginalized by dominant society and culture, itself rooted in ideologies of colorism. It is true that we, you, I, and they, even the colonizers, are all one people. Though we are different, we are all one people, and all humankind is one species. We have differences. We belong to different families. We have different cultures, different geographies, but there are not actually different races, any more than there are different species. Race is a construct of the imagination of colonialism. Colorism is older than racism, but racism as we understand it is specifically an invention of the age of colonialism. I say this to remind us all not only of our shared ancestry, which is on the African continent, of our shared biology, which is the human genome shared among every single human being in this room, and not just of our shared responsibility to the future yet to come. I say this because this particular responsibility imbues this gathering with its sense of unity. Because, beloved, we're all in this thing together. White folks, thank you in particular for being here. I need you to know that global majority peoples around the world have our stories, our histories, our identities stolen from us without mercy or apology. And remember, just because racism calls you peoples white, those people of European or mixed ancestry whose fair skin and mainstream cultural identity is part of dominant culture, you are not exempt from this thievery. Your histories have been stolen too. If your generational memory does not extend before the age of colonialism, then I'm sorry to say, your history was stolen too. And as a species, all humankind has had its history stolen by empire. Our roots are cut time and time again. We are all broken by these legacies. You have been stolen from your legacies and ancestors too. Claiming self-knowledge doesn't make somebody aware. Telling ourselves we are fine and okay doesn't necessarily make it true. Kwanzaa, though, is specifically an African American celebration, and I am very much speaking out of the Black American experience. For children of the diaspora who feel disconnected from the Black American experience with your own sociocultural legacies, know that here in this space, your wisdom is not ignored. Your voice is no less important. Dr. Maulana Karenga wanted to give to African Americans in particular a sense of cultural rootedness, belonging, and identity in the aftermath of racist oppression. It is a need, I believe, that unites us all. Let me say that again. We are all in need of new identities, new belonging, and a new sense of cultural rootedness in the wake of racist oppression. We are all in need of new identities, new belonging, and a new sense of cultural rootedness. Some of you may know that this instrument, the banjo, is itself African American technology. You may have heard it was invented to play those songs in the early America that mixed cultural heritage of Africa with the cultural heritage of Europe. The dance traditions and folk songs and melodies that weren't really so different from one another after all. But you may not know that throughout the Jim Crow South, this black instrument was mocked with minstrel shows, and the trauma caused by this derogation and insult, the trauma black people received, often with the constant threat of physical violence, still lives in black bodies. When I was considering the content of this service, I had to grapple with the legacy the banjo music has left in black bodies here in this country. When I hear the three-fingered picking style of Earl Scruggs, you may know it as bluegrass, I feel actually a spike of adrenaline. Because the music to my body means those people who have no respect for my body. And yet this music is my cultural heritage. The instrument itself my cultural heritage, to say nothing of the sounds and melodies and harmonies that pour from it. These are deeply African things. More on that in a moment. But the legacy and culture of Africa that lives in African American culture, that in turn lives in all American culture, does it not? It in turn is packaged and distributed around the world as mass culture, dominant culture. Funny that it is unequivocally African in its roots. Our opening song was a mashup of a traditional Nigerian greeting song. It's often sung by children. It's often attributed to the Hausa people. Funga Alafia. It is almost identical in rhythm, pacing, structure, and melody to the American tune Cripple Creek, a song played today as well, almost exclusively by white artists in the clawhammer style of the American South. Is it possible that these songs are not actually related? Well, yes, anything is possible, but I think it's unlikely. Next, we have Wondrous Love, our opening hymn, an American hymn likely popularized around the turn of the 19th century, first published in 1811 in the popular style of shape note singing. All of this is worth researching because the history of American music is quite fascinating, but this hymn is often labeled in hymnals as the, quote, first white spiritual. Sometimes its melody is attributed to an English drinking song from 1701 called The Ballad of Captain Kidd. Here's my problem, though. Have you ever heard that ballad? It has little to nothing in common with the melody of Wondrous Love, actually, or any of the different performed melodies of this tune, today or even then. It's not actually that melody. It's not actually that song. I encourage you to look into this. Wondrous Love has a melody that fits perfectly in the banjo when it's tuned to the style it would have been at the turn of the 19th century by black artists. The lyrics, despite containing a a colonial theology, recount the deeds of Christ in the style more of African ballads than a European ballad. The call and response, the asynchronicity, you'll notice the timing was not even. The characteristic weight of the song, these are African ballad techniques. The inclusion of the singer as a character in the narrative with the hero is an African ballad style. You see this in the way that the blues has carried on these African ballad structures and themes. Is it possible that Wondrous Love is the first white spiritual set to an English ballad from 1701? I mean, look, anything is possible. But what even is a white spiritual anyway? Are there other white spirituals? And if there are, why don't we know about them? The spirituals are an African-American art form. If this is a European song, why does it fit the banjo like a glove? Why does it sound African? Is it possible that this song actually has African heritage? I think it's far more likely black artists are responsible for this particular song, a history whitewashed and erased by easy explanations that just don't fit if you look directly at them. You can see the similarities to that song, to the song Wading in Deep Water that Rebecca just played for us. We all have inherited bad stories, friends, of how we got here. Stories that defend racism, militarism, and capitalism alike. Dominant culture erases cultural legacies outside its own hegemony. Dominant culture consumes these identities and relabels them. This is true wherever you look. When I say we are all in this together, the phrase "in this thing" is the legacy of the age of colonialism that I'm talking about. We are all in this age of colonialism together. The three evils of capitalism, militarism, and racism as the foundation of a world order. This thing we call dominant culture lives in the world as violence. It lives as systemic violence, constant fear of death and insult. The violence of colonialism and its legacies have warped our entire world, such that even those black and indigenous communities farthest from the apex of power, like mine and the Tewa community our prayer comes to us from, must grapple with dominant culture too. No one is exempt in our global world from dominant ideologies. In 1974, a young Gambian student by the name of Lemuahama Daniel Jatta was a university student in South Carolina. Lemuahama is Jola, a member of the Jola people. and he plays the traditional instrument known as the akonting, which he learned from his father and his cousins. The akonting is played by striking with the index finger on one hand and lifting the ball of the thumb from another string on the same hand. It is made with a long wooden neck, a body made by a calabash gourd with goat skin stretched across an open hole. Where have we seen an instrument that's shaped that way? Lemuel tells his story like this. He was watching an American football game on television in South Carolina with some other students. And after the game ended, a music program from Tennessee came on. The program featured something called country music, and for the first time he saw a modern banjo being played. I saw it and I thought, that sounds just like my father's akonting, Jatta said. This was back in 2011 on NPR's All Things Considered. This sent him into a flurry of research. He found scholarly documents that connected instead the spiritual traditions associated with the ngoni and zalam, other African instruments, both with different use and different meaning. Among all the instruments ever mentioned as a prototype of the banjo, Jatta says, the akonting to me has more similarities, more objective similarities, than any other that has ever been mentioned. In his article, Jatta's work for NPR, in his article on Jatta's work for NPR, Greg Allen, the author, summarizes his research, saying, for one thing, the akonting looks like a banjo, it has the shape of a banjo, it is played like a banjo, but for Jatta and other banjo scholars, most convincing is the hand motion, downward strokes, and the plucking of the thumb. What struck me when they mentioned the ball of the thumb and the nail of the index or middle finger is I knew straight away that my father used the same style, Jatta says. This was never a surprise to me. I've seen it since I was 5 years old. Jatta's findings on the akonting have forced scholars to rethink their assumptions about where to look for information on the banjo's ancestors. Friends, we have all inherited bad stories. It's time that we unearth them and tell new ones. If you leave here with one bit of my message, let it be this. It is our shared responsibility to unearth bad stories we have inherited, dislodge them from our identities, and build better ones. We are not alone, culturally, genetically, or otherwise. I know that myself, when I am afraid, I don't want new stories. I turn inward. I get scared. When COVID-19 came to New York City in late winter of 2021, I was afraid. I turned inward. And when I lost my job, and then lost my apartment, and was forced with a wife and 2 children to move back into my childhood bedroom with my parents, I felt it. Despair. The heavy weight of hopelessness that sees only suffering in life and only pain and brutality in this place. I felt powerless. I felt small, lonely, weak. I felt my failure, and I felt trapped. It was here in my childhood home that I began to rediscover the banjo. I discovered the research of Daniel Jatta, the work of Rhiannon Giddens, and the Black Banjo Reclamation Project. I sought out the materials to build my own banjo, my instrument of salvation. In my research, I encountered an oral tradition told among the formerly enslaved in Jamaica. Get this. The story goes that the enslaved Africans did not survive the Middle Passage until they brought the akonting with them. That was the story I needed. And so I built a banjo. That was the strength and power built into this instrument. It gave those ancestors who survived the Middle Passage the strength to survive. Why couldn't it give the same to me? I'm not telling you all of this so that you can feel bad for me, or so that you can go out and build your own banjos, although it's worth it, let me tell you. I'm not saying this so that you go out and reclaim your shared heritage by learning how to play these ancient song forms, although I would highly recommend it. For me in particular, I am telling you this because it did work. I was, in fact, saved. I built a banjo to save me from COVID, and it happened. I survived. I felt led by my ancestors into a joy I could not have understood until it was given to me. I unearthed bad stories of myself and my culture. I'm still unearthing bad stories of myself and my culture, but now I'm doing it filled with life and love and music. You can say amen to that if you'd like. So, my dear friends, if you are afraid because the forces of violence are growing louder and stronger, let me tell you, you are not wrong. You're not wrong to be afraid. There is plenty to fear in our world now. But my ancestors shout down to me from the world to come, do not think for a second your world is any more dangerous than ours was, your enemies any stronger or more violent than ours were. Do not think for a second, beloved, your struggles were greater than ours. To my children of the diaspora, we would do well to remember what our ancestors did to survive, so that we might know, and so that we might live, and so that we might continue to exist. Beloved, if you are afraid because you are alone, then hear me now. You are not alone. To prove it, I say join us. Join us here in this service. Join us online. If you are here in New York City, here at the Community Church, join our anti-racism action group. Join our literary critical Bible study. Join the conversation on issues that happens every month. Join the Pen Pal Hub, where even this morning we opened, processed, and packaged letters to and from prisons all over this country. Here at the Community Church, we are rooting ourselves in the abolition and reparation movements like the Close Rikers movement here in New York. And y'all are welcome to join us. You are not actually alone. And if you're not here in New York, that's okay, because we have partnered with the Church of the Larger Fellowship with the Worthy Now Pen Pal program, which is an international program, actually. We process letters to and from Germany, from incarceration facilities here in New York City. This is part of a national revival, reinvigorating faith and practice by learning and dismantling the primary sources of these toxic stories in our nation. I'm thinking specifically the incarceration system and our financial system. Join us wherever you are and be transformed. What better time than now? We are all in this together. We are responsible for our planet. We're responsible for how it got this way. We are accountable to our ancestors to survive and thrive. We are also victims of bad stories. And we all have the tools to show up and do something. I am aware that this service in particular is an elevated service for our drum community among Unitarian Universalists. And I want to finish with a message specifically for drum and for Unitarian Universalists of color, our Gloma siblings around the world. Unitarian Universalists of color, you see, feel particularly alone, outnumbered, and otherwise disenfranchised in a majority white community and congregation and religion. And I want to speak in particular to UUs here in New York and in Atlanta and in Texas, and to a particular community I just learned about in Manila, Philippines. Because you, in particular, have become lifelines for queer and trans folks around the world looking for safe haven, doing life-saving work, rewriting our stories. And for that, we will all be forever indebted to you. To you, including those UU folks of color who attend Finding Our Way Home, and specifically including you who don't. Rooted in Black and Indigenous communities all around the world, trying to survive in white spaces. I want you to know those who are no longer with us far outnumber those present. The cloud of ancestors is rich in wisdom and encouragement, and that the loneliness that infects us in our quiet spaces cannot be solved all at once. But it is an illusion. It is a bad story. We are not alone. I want to tell you that there is a movement taking place right here among you present and among you who have joined us online. A movement that is a reinvigoration of the ancient tools and ancient ways that sustained your great-great-grandparents. A movement to protect you and your children, and it can sustain you through a power that transcends even this world, because it includes the one beyond it. I want you to know that there is among you those rebel forces who will protect humankind from this violence and from this empire. There is a new story being told, a new power being born. If you want to tap into it, all you have to do is ask. And beloved, you belong to it. We are one in it, because we're all in this thing together, 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 together. Amen? Amen. Amen? Amen. Ashe.
Well, my friends, I see your face so clearly. Little bit tired, little worn through the years. You sound nervous, you seem alone. I hardly recognize your voice on the telephone. In between, I remember just before we wound up broken down. Drive out to the edge of the highway. Follow that lonesome dead-end road side. We're all in this thing together, walking the line between faith and fear. This life won't last forever. When you cry, I taste the salt in your tears. Well, my friends, let's put this thing together. Walk the path that worn out feet have trod. If you wanted, we could go home forever. Give up your jaded ways, spell your name to God. We're all in this thing together, walking the line between faith and fear. This life won't last forever. When you cry, I taste the salt in your tears. All we are is a picture in a mirror. Fancy shoes to grace our feet.
Thank you for joining us at the Community Church, both in present, in our space, and online. We will now be extinguishing our chalice. The words are in your bulletin. We go out into the world wherever healing and hope are needed to be the hands that feed, to be the feet that walk the path, to be the healing we need them to be. Friends, good afternoon. Habari gani? Amen. Actually, I need to be up here playing, so I won't be recessing. I'm sorry. I realized that, let me give you some help. We're going to sing Blue Boat Home, and it's a little bit faster than you remember it, but it's going to be good fun, and we're doing it in a little bit of a different style. See if you can follow along. It's going to be hymn number 1064 in your teal hymnal.